Just off the east bank, across the water from the Tennessee. A look at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for their Titans were introduced. This should be Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis. With and Gordon. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching game tape. I think he's close.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 76 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, what? And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man in.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
The greatest shot.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23.
Oh, get that out.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to you've actually called that play. I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. No. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage.
Come on, man. Fuck out of here.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now after
Fuck,
the
he
running
hurt.
play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Man, it's fucking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Smith. Looking sideline, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way. At least
Look
not
at
through the
that.
first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and
They
start
coach.
concocting some offense.
Turn
That'll move the
will
ball
not be able to
downfield.
turn right. What the fuck?
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage that's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off.
Oh, that nigga wide the fuck open, too.
Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Colts on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. To throw is Smith. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's a 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smart. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards,
yeah, get that nigga
really
out of there. Fucking right.
Game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Please pick up the fucking block.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Man, that's 4 you niggas right there, man. Y'all got to pick him up, man.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Stupid.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And
partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. Whatever he was doing in September carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and
for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Smith now to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Yo.
After talking with his defense about calling up times in the third quarter when you're down on the street, he said it like that. Maybe that can be good. Yeah, you have to agree exactly what you just said. They got the guys. It must be some changes in the team. Must be some shifting things around. It must be the course. It gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to take advantage of the game. After the second half, he looked pretty efficient. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the third and fourth quarters start to get some space.
Hey, fuck. Fuck off my field, man. Shit.
So the 3 points there, and CeeDee ends up inching closer.
Oh, come on, dog. How you hurt already, bro? That's your first thought. You gotta be fucking kidding. Oh my, come on, man.
protecting your home turf. They want you to do that here this week.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done.
What's that, Shaw?
Very good. And get that victory.
So for Kansas City, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they dropped below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beat next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So, was you Shaw? Okay.